Hey y'all, welcome in. If you are new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie, and if you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. May say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Just take the parts that are yours. Leave everything else behind, and if you'd like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. If you're new here, because I noticed my numbers jumped after that live. If you're new here, my readings do tend to reach into the future just a little bit. So if you go back in my archives, maybe like 6 to 8 months, you might find some titles back there that resonate more for you now in the present. All right, y'all, let's get it. I hope everybody is doing good and feeling good. I slept like a baby last night. Note to self, maybe half a gummy before I go live. Because, child, that thing kicked in. It kicked in hard. All at once. Yikes. Anywho. Anywho. Happy Friday. It is raining here in Southern California, and we'll be raining for like the next week, so won't be doing a whole lot of outdoorsy stuff. And I don't mind being locked up in the house because I really don't like playing in the rain. Californians already don't know how to drive when it gets a little wet outside, because we don't experience rain that often, but when it does happen, everybody's like, it's raining. So there's that. All right, so let's jump in. See what Spirit wants to talk about. My brain is racing right now because I'm trying to figure out which spread do I want to use. Let's do the big box spread. Okay. Wow. Okay, give me 3 more. Two more of this. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay. I'm being told to read right to left. Normally I read left to right, but I'm being asked to read right to left. This feels like an expectation of something returning, that something or someone returning that you may have previously walked away from due to it being a relationship. I mean, I can already see you may have been connected to this person for a really long time. Definitely could be like from childhood. Children could be involved. But it kind of feels like somebody having an expectation of somebody approaching you, coming in, but this is somebody that comes from your past, and it's somebody that you're not really, you don't have any real fond memories of. You don't really feel the warm and fuzzies with this person. I think you've already begun to plant seeds for a new cycle. And what's interesting is because when I first pulled, the very first card that came out was the 9 of Wands, but it came out in the reverse. And generally when I see the 9 of Wands in reverse, I look at it always the same way. It's like, but this particular card is a little different than the other ones, because this kind of feels like so I'm like, maybe this ain't you. Oh, it could be because the things that you're like deciding not to deal with anymore, it could be a couple of different situations that I feel are like her point of conflict. So we got two relationships that I feel have been kind of loosely held together because you had some love for them. You had some level of love for them. But these are two very separate situations, two very separate relationships. Okay. But it appears that there's conflict or there's drama in these two sectors. So it could be like two friend groups. It could be like your family and like a friend group. Like there's two. This could be groups of people. But you keep them. These are separate. You keep them very separate. Two different parts of your life. If this is you, this is definitely like, I'm gonna let y'all duke that shit out between you. I'm not involved. I'm planting seeds for a new harvest because I really want something different. And I also get an impression that they're kind of, if God has extended or offered you, I heard, a way out or a different direction to go in, I believe that's the direction that you're going in. And I feel like you're just not willing to give, regardless of how you feel about them. I just don't feel like, I kind of feel like you're done and done. And usually when the Nine of Wands comes out, depending on the cards that are around it, I'll be like, okay, if it's in the upright and I see all this other drama in the cards, then that tells me that's my sign that you would still, give this person or these people a shot or a chance, or even entertain them because you still got love for them and you still entertain it. If they acting like they got some sense, okay, I'll give them a pass. But when it's in the reverse, you're like, nah, we ain't doing it. So I like that. I would much rather you be like, nah, I'm not doing that. Especially because I'm seeing it here in the past where you may have already retreated because, it wasn't emotionally satisfying. It did not, it doesn't feel like it was very uplifting. It kind of gives loveless relationship. So there's the potential too, you could have also been waiting for, like, interesting, I heard waiting for a new offer. Okay. Yes. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like this energy. No, ma'am, no, sir. No, ma'am, no, sir. Okay, so whoever this person is definitely something from your past. Or something, I mean, you've dealt with this person for a long time. There is an energy here of like you've elected to move on. This person or people, however, have elected not to. And they are very motivated to come towards you. Now, you could already have an anticipation. I mean, you're watching my channel, so we've talked about this. You're waiting on, not waiting, because I never recommend waiting. Live your life. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, good. We dodged a bullet, right? But it's okay. I'm gonna do it two ways because and I'm saying this because I do read the comments, and I know that there are like maybe 3 people that are actually waiting for someone from their past to return to them, with a potential new love offering, right? Either way, it doesn't matter, because even if you were expecting it or waiting for it, it's still connected. Oh no, wait, hold on. Either way, on either end, didn't matter if I read it, because the way that I'm connecting the dots, I do see signs of rejection, not them, you. Like, because this is the reason why, it's because you've already made a choice that you're not really pouring into anything that doesn't pour back into you, and you want something different. You want some type of change, but in order for you to have change, you have to put an end to patterns and routines and things that you've done that now you're realizing they never actually served you, right? And if you're being really honest with yourself, child, you don't even want to be bothered with this. For the most part, y'all don't want to be bothered with this. And so I'm seeing it, like I said, I'm seeing it 2 ways. I can see where somebody is coming in with, like wanting to come towards you, trying to pitch like, hey, let's start over, let's try again. But maybe this is the bad news of, I'm good on my own, no thank you, I've already done this, we've already done this before, I'm good. Because every time I get involved with you or bringing you into the fold, it's going to add one more thing onto my plate, and I'm actually trying to eliminate things off of my plate so that I can start new cycles. Bringing you along from the past is no benefit to me. You have no intention on giving any effort or energy or anything to this, whatever it is. You have no intentions. And you made this decision. What I really like is the fact that you made the decision. This decision that you're making, you're doing it from a... I'm like, ooh, that was thunder. You're doing it from a very, like... I feel like this emotional maturity comes from... like, I don't know, you're grounded, so you're understanding. And I do think that you have a really, even though you may be empathetic, and you're, I don't know, I just feel like you love yourself more. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you may have love for these people or whoever these 2 relationships are, because it's somebody from one of these groups. You love yourself more. You love yourself more. And again, it's like, if you want to see change, you want to experience change in your life, you have to allow these things from your past to fall by the wayside, especially if it was kind of a loveless dynamic where whoever this person is coming towards you never really gave anyway, or gave very little. Okay. Nope. Nope. See, that's why. Okay. Whoever we're dealing with, whoever we're talking about, whatever this relationship was whatever it was from the past, you had to heal from it. So if there's distance, that distance was necessary in order for you to kind of take time away from this dynamic so that you can address yourself, right? Such a weird ass energy, because whoever this person is, I mean, and it's crazy because I don't have the cards that talk about like projection and illusions and stuff, but I can see it. I can see it. I'm a little bit concerned about them wanting to come. I'm jumbling my words because I see it all over the board. I'm like, damn. I'm like, on one hand, we have somebody here who can't seem to let go of the past. But I also kind of feel like whoever this person is, I don't think that they see it the way that it really was. Like, I don't think that this person, they don't see it. Child, this person's crazy, but they don't see things the way that, like, in reality. It's not rooted in reality. Like the way that the way that they see, like, your relationship with them and how whatever it was like back then. They don't see it the way that you see it. Yeah. I'm looking at all the cards that are connected to, they literally don't see it the way that you see it. And I kind of feel like whoever this person is, now I do have a couple of people, but I'm like, I'm reading for so many people, so I don't really know who this is. I do have I have two masculines out here, and one feminine, but distorted. One distorted feminine, one distorted masculine, and one masculine in the upright. Okay. So this could be like parents. This could be parents. They're not counterparts, but these could be your parents. Parents, and maybe not necessarily your parents. Like, they're parents, not necessarily good parents, but the crazy part about it is I'm looking at if this is a parent or parents. Yeah, if these are parents, especially the mother figure, it's the mother figure, or this mothering energy, who doesn't seem to see things. She don't seem to see things the way that you do. She don't remember them. It's like she don't remember them the way that you remember them. That shit is seared in your brain. You can't unsee it because, it's there. It's your experience. And the thing is that you've already moved on from it because you've healed. You've not, you've released, like I just said, it's like in order for you to, enact some type of change in your life, you understood that certain things had to be cut out. And one of those things might be the relationship with this woman or this man, because there's a masculine here. And now, the place the roles how you do, because I could be talking about a very because the way I initially looked at this, it was like this is a woman, transactional woman who likes to be in control. She likes to dominate, because if I just looked at this whole row just as itself and not connecting to the other cards, if this is one person, this is an individual, could be man or woman, somebody who is very controlling, my way or the highway. They make very self-serving decisions. Everything that they do is mostly based on their own needs. I don't give a shit about the rest of y'all. I'm only focusing on myself. If she does something, if they do something for you, there's an expectation of a get back. Like, okay, if I do this for you, then you owe me one, kind of thing, right? So if this is a parent, which is shitty as a parent, because your kids didn't ask to be here, So you shouldn't be holding shit over anybody's head like I fed you. It's one of those things like parents, I think it's insane, and I have seen so many people online like go ham on, these ungrateful kids and da-da-da. Well, look, I mean, if your children are ungrateful, if you feel like your kids are being ungrateful, this is a real fine line. If you feel like your children are ungrateful, you have to remember they did not ask to be here. They did not ask to be born. You decided to go lay down and get fucked and then got pregnant, had a baby, and the things that you do for your kid, like feed them, clothe them, keep a roof over their house, that's your job. You know what I'm saying? That's your job. And some kids barely get just the basics. They don't get no extra. They get just the basics. And so if I'm looking at this, it's kind of like this person genuinely, and I'm telling you, it's like a mothering energy, genuinely does not see the past the way that you remember it. It was your reality. They don't see it that way. They was doing, and as a parent, we're also going through our own shit. So it's, I've walked a very fine line between trying to keep my own life together and then trying to also kind of manage their worlds individually. And not everybody can do that. And it ain't easy, especially if you got more than one kid. That shit ain't easy. But whatever this relationship dynamic was, I don't see you giving to it. I feel like you're actually kind of see, this is the thing. It has something to do, like their reasoning for wanting to come back to propose. This is like, I'm bringing an olive branch. Okay, now I want to also point out there ain't a single apology out here, so there's that. But it's kind of like somebody wanting to bring an olive branch, and because I honestly feel this person is completely confused as to why you're not dealing with them. They don't know what your problem is. So this person wants to extend an olive branch, but here's the thing. Even the olive branch that they're extending is a lie. It's a lie. And I feel like the only reason why they're trying to come in or they're trying to approach you, because even if that would, having you back in the fold, nothing would make them happier than to have you back in their life. But it's for nefarious reasons, and it ain't because they got love for you. It's not because they had love for you. Oh. It's still a lie. Excuse me. I did say, I was like, I didn't see a single apology. Here's the apology. But it's still connected to the Ace of Swords in the reverse. I'm like, it's still not, as far as I'm concerned, that's still a lie. It's a lie. And you know it, High Priestess. And you know it. You know it. You know it. You know the only reason why they coming in is to just put another rod on your plate to make it heavier. And this cycle is wrapped up. You know the only reason why this... Oh my God. I'm like looking at the way that they're connecting in circles. They're coming in I'm seeing it in three different places. This person is coming in, and the way that it's woven is crazy. This person is coming towards you because yesterday you showed up as the King of Pentacles. You here right now, okay? Still showing up solid. The only reason why this person or these people, because it could be more than one, but it absolutely could be just one bossy ass woman. The only reason why this person is wanting to approach you is because you are in a space of stability. You are financially settled. You're good. The thing is that, yes, I think I mentioned it last night in a live. You're generous. You just have you just know who to give to. You're not just willy-nilly giving to everybody, because it don't work that way. Yes, you are compassionate. Yes, you are empathetic. But you're not just randomly handing out blessings and love and all that shit to everybody. You're just not doing that. Like, you're not doing that. Now this right here. This whole triangle right here. This looks like part of the reading from last night. This looks like a distorted feminine. What did I say? It was with the Kipper Lenormand when I was talking about a woman who got married to a man so that she could have a house, something she ain't had to work for, right? This woman is she's either about to lose her home, or she's in a state of distress because her shit is unstable, or whoever they are. Somebody's home life is unstable. And this person is trying to think of ways to come towards you, hoping that they could persuade you with their bullshit. Yes, so that they could persuade you some kind of way, with all that love in your heart, that they can convince you to either help them out. And I'm not even actually seeing, like, they're not asking for resources or finances or anything. Child, do not let this person move into your house. Do not welcome the demon into your house. Just don't. Crazy part about it is, whoever this person is, they're gonna come in speaking lies and shit, and you're gonna know it. I think I'm more fascinated by the fact that you're automatically gonna know. As soon as you start hearing the words, you're gonna be looking at them like, like, come again? Yeah, this offer for a new start, this olive branch, that's some bullshit. Nothing would make me happier than to have us all. That's some bullshit. The reality, what they don't want you to see, is I'm unstable. My shit is all fucked up. I'm an emotional basket case. I'm trying to keep it together for appearances, but I need help, and I'm expecting you to help. Baby, you have better luck standing on a corner with a sign. Yep. They're trying to manipulate you, child. Do not fall for this shit. Do not fall for it. Do not. Oh, yeah, don't. Okay, remember when I said, I feel like these last few readings, it feels like the energy is the momentum is ramping up, right? Because what this feels like is, It almost feels like a sense of desperation. Feels like a sense of desperation. Okay. The person who may be losing their home or something like that, or losing their stability, they may need to like get another job, or they may need, like, they may not work and they may need to get a job, or they may need to work. Another way that I can also, I don't like this energy, because it's all connected to the lie, and the magician is in the reverse, so you know there's manipulation. I don't like none of this. And this is all connected to her. These lies and the manipulation, I do not like it. I do not like it. I don't like it. There may be some divine orchestration in holding this person back. Like, they may not be able to come towards you. Regardless of how much they want to, they may not be able to. I think the part that's troubling me is this. All the cards, I'm going to tell you, the Ace of Swords in the reverse. They don't want me talking. Excuse me. The Ace of Swords in the reverse is in the center. But all of the cards that are circling around this Ace of Swords, and all the ones that are connecting and radiating outward, it's like everything that I told you, like in the very first line, I was like, they're going to pitch an offer to you. You're likely going to reject it. But the offer, what they're asking is, can we start again? Again, remember I said I didn't see an apology, but now the apology is here, but it's next to the Ace of Swords in reverse. So for me, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Let's start again. I'll try to, we'll work together, and I'll work with, we'll work on making our relationship, blah, blah, blah. But you already know this person has been disloyal from day one. This person has always been disloyal to you, regardless of your loyalty and the love that you have for them. Yes, and it would absolutely be foolish of you to engage if you get snowed in by the lie. Don't let nostalgia reel you back. I mean, I don't think it will, but just don't. And if you're in a relationship or whatever, I can most certainly tell you this person would love nothing more than to get in your business, wiggle their way in, and figure out a way to disrupt your shit so that they can take your partner's place. Not like take their place to... Because again, I don't know who this is, and I'm, like I said, it could be a man or a woman. This for me feels like a parent, feels like a parental role. This person would love nothing more than to wiggle their way into your life and disrupt whatever relationship or whatever you got going on. Whatever you got going on at your house, between you and your partner or whatever, they would love nothing more than to wiggle a wedge in between you. And then manipulate you both. Fuck all that. Nah. Yep. They only coming around for the money, honestly. The devil card in this deck is called materialism. And whoever this person is, they haven't healed. They haven't healed. I also feel like this person is a little bit, they're kind of afraid that I feel like you've leveled up in some sense. You've leveled up. I do think that they're a little bit afraid of, like, if you're intuitive, They're concerned. They are concerned that you're gonna probably be able to see through whatever this shit is that they're trying to come to you with. So they're a little bit worried. But I did say they may have some trouble getting to you. I wasn't actually going to talk about this, but I'm like, there's some potential of incarceration of some sort. This also could be spiritual jail. But I'm like, for something that was done in the past. Okay. Listen. I'm like, I can't make this shit up. I'm telling you, you know, you gonna know, you gonna know, you are gonna know. Your intuition is going to be firing off. Now, this feels a little bit like the cards that I pulled last night. Because I see it. If I do believe there's somebody here investigating this woman. There's someone investigating this woman. Okay. Okay. There's someone investigating this woman. I'm standing on that statement. There's someone investigating the woman, this woman or these people, whoever. But they're also looking at you. They're looking at you. You may have some kind of public platform. You may be in the public eye. And the person, this other person is connected. Yes. So the other person, it's kind of like I said they were afraid here. They're kind of freaking out and they don't really know, like, they don't know what to do. This almost feels like somebody at a loss, like genuinely, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I have I don't know, they got situations going on around them. Because, okay, yes. Remember when I said yesterday, I was like, people, at some point, the people, like whoever this person had been talking to, there was somebody who was like, oh, wait a minute, you talking so much shit about the collective. Let me go look and see what the collective is all about for myself. But if you're in the public eye, and you know what I love about this? Because this energy comes off like you're in the public eye. You don't really, it's like you march to the beat of your own drum. You are a truth seeker and a truth speaker. You're kind of like a free bird. You just do whatever, right? Very fluid. You think outside the box or whatever. You don't really care about conforming. You don't care about conforming and you don't really focus on, you're not focused on the past. You're just doing your thing. You're living from your heart space. You listen to your intuition. Like you're doing your thing, right? This also kind of feels like people turning their back on this person again, because there's somebody, this could be one person looking into you and looking into them, or it could be a few people. But I kind of feel like people are leaning more towards listening to you, because I kind of feel like there's an energy out here of like, okay, if you are in the public eye, damn, I just saw something else. Okay, let's scratch that. I'll come back to this. Remember when I said down here, I was like, this woman, she's only wanting to come back around because she needs stability, and you got stability. She don't have it, right? But I said this. Remember, I said there's somebody investigating this woman. If they're investigating this woman, they are looking at you, but they're investigating this woman, right? Not just her, but also her connection, I want to say, to this man down here, because here's a lie. Here's third party energy. Here's a lie. Here is a lie, but this is the exposure. And we won't call it an outright lie. We'll say this is some confusion. Because, folks, when they tell lies, they don't necessarily keep up with them, right? Somebody not keeping up with their lies, and somebody realizing that, yeah, the collective seems to be so much happier away from whoever this is. And you've built some kind of, I feel like I don't know, maybe you've built some kind of name for yourself, or you've positioned yourself where people actually like respect you, but they respect you for what you do and who you are, and because you speak the truth, and because, because you walk to the beat of your own drum. You're not interested in conforming. Oh. And somebody, okay. What are they hiding? So somebody, okay, so here's the thing too. I think there have also been like lies, dishonesty. Because I heard in my ear, the word lie sounds so harsh. Dishonesty, okay? Does that sound better? Somebody is worried about, right here, whoever this is that's looking into them, looking into you, this person wants to communicate something to you. And this individual is worried as hell, thinking a whole lot about it, completely unbalanced, because they're worried about this communication. They're worried about this person coming to, okay, I think I talked about it like maybe 3 or 4 readings ago, like earlier in the week, or even last Friday, come to think of it. It's somebody wanting to come, and this person doesn't, like I said, this person doesn't necessarily have to be a party to the situation, but they're definitely looking into, they heard some shit and, it didn't sound right. So they're like taking it upon themselves to go look into what's being hidden, because somebody here has actually been trying to like hide you. Somebody here has been I don't know, what are you doing? I mean, never mind. I'm like, as a reader, I know I'm part of the collective that I'm reading for. I'm like, what are they hiding? I mean, I know what they're hiding, but they're worried because this person wants to come towards you. They don't know what to do. They like running out of options or whatever. Because again, like if you're in, yes, oh. Okay, what did I talk about last night when I said there was that gift that, and it was like all right here on the bottom corner. There was like something that was meant, there was an inheritance or something that was meant to come to you. This is being hidden. Somebody who wants to communicate, and they're worried about this communication because they've been hiding this Ace of Pentacles. Judgment. Well, oh shit. So yeah, somebody here, they may end up in jail. Karma is a long, long game. Karma's a long game. When you out here doing wrong, baby, it does swing back on you. It does. This person is going through all kind of issues. They can't get away. They want to get away. They can't. And that's what they're freaking out about. They've been trying really hard to hide something or hide something from you. They are freaking out. There's somebody here who's, I want to say, this is on the onset of their dark night of the soul, baby, because somebody here is having sleepless nights. They are very unrested. They are just beside themselves. They're beside themselves because this shit is bubbling to the surface. Everything that they've been trying to hide is starting to bubble to the surface. Look at that. Justice, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Look at that. Oh, shit. So, this person has been fiercely trying to hide you. Not only have they been trying to hide you, whatever you've been doing in the time that you've been absent from this person, your spiritual ranking has gone up several notches. So, because your spiritual ranking is up, and you may be seen in the public, they can't really hide you anymore. And the thing about it is, their main goal was to win. They just wanted to win. They really wanted to just keep this Ace of Pentacles away from you. Whether that's a windfall, some type of opportunity. Hell, I could even, just based on what I'm seeing here, this even could be a piece of evidence that maybe you may not have had before. A piece of evidence that somebody has been hiding, that they're going to inevitably get judgment for. And the thing about it is, I love this. I like this particular Five of Swords. Okay, see the sword that's like all illuminated. That one for me is like the Ace of Swords. That's the truth, right? That's the truth. So in this guy's arms, he's got 3 swords in his arms. So that would be the Three of Swords, right? That's the heartbreak of the separation. That's just the hurt feelings and all that shit, right? Now he's got 4 swords on his side. So this for me is the healing. Like you needed this truth was meant to, like this, whatever the parting of ways here, like you needed this truth in order to move away from this so you could finally heal. I feel like you've already pretty much done, like, Three of Swords is in reverse over here. I think you've already healed from it. You're not heartbroken by this shit anymore because, you know, you've moved past it. You moved past it. But it's kind of, now it's interesting because when I use this deck, I also want to point out that the Ten of Cups has 3 people in the card. The reason why this person wants to be back in the fold with you is because they know that this thing, whatever this is, whatever it represents, they know that it's also coming to you. They're trying to get back into your good graces so that they can also benefit from this thing, whatever it is. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, this person is crazy. This person, I feel like they made a decision to kind of like line themselves up with the devil. I'm like, I was getting ready to retract that, and then another card came out. I was like, oh, never mind. Mm-hmm. For money. You know what's weird? I also see energy out here of somebody just really. This person must have really been spreading it amongst your family that you don't know shit. All because you choose to march to the beat of your own drum. They don't think the way that you do. They're not even willing to consider anything new. It's a weird ass energy. Crazy. And people listen to them because they respected this person. But really all they were interested in is the looks of things. They want the picture perfect family, and all of a sudden you no longer fit the perfect picture family because you were going against the grain. Which is really insane, because if we had to compare apples to oranges, you were the one. And I think too, this is another thing. I got a download last night, and I really like sat on it for a while. I think too, for those of you who are highly intuitive, people are a little bit, especially your family, if they didn't know. Because I mean, we don't go around. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't go around. I never really went around saying. I might say stuff like when I was a kid. I know when I was a kid, I might say things and people would be like, "Ooh, how you know that?" But I was just speaking from the heart. Just like I observe. I'm neurospicy, so I pay attention to patterns and stuff like that. So that's how I get down. But for those of you who are intuitive, who don't go around making these grand announcements that, hey, I know shit. Other people, or people that have known you for a long time, or your family, may be a little put off and feel like, like you've been lying this whole time. But it's not even really that. It's like, I think the thing that these people fail to realize is that despite the fact that we could see them and their bullshit, that we still chose to love them and still chose to, engage and try to, not like bring them to the light, but, try to like just, you let them do them and you did you, until you start to notice that shit was awful and it was lopsided. You know what I mean? Because I do get the impression that folks are following this person. And again, I've got a distorted masculine, feminine. It could be either. But I have this energy out here of people who have just kind of been blindly following these people because they hold some position of authority in a family. The patriarchy. they hold a position in the family. And so, folks are just listening to them and following them like, little blind soldiers. And you go against the grain. You walk outside of the box. Got a little more freedom outside of the box, And what's crazy is this person is going through burdens, like all the people that they had circling around them before. I don't think all these people are being as supportive and circling around them now. It's the same energy. Now people are paying attention to you. They're paying attention to you. This person, this person, it kind of feels like they've been trying to do things to like knock you off your square, and they've literally just been sitting and waiting for it to happen. And they're fucking unhinged because they see nothing has changed. Like you're still very solid, and you still ain't talking about whatever it is you got going on or whatever it is you still not telling. Ha. Yeah. Even they thought that, because yes, so they thought that the lies that they were telling about you would make people all turn away. Again, like I said, there's at least one person that's like, okay, wait a minute, but you're saying this, I hear what you're saying, but that don't sound like the collective. Let me go look into it for myself. And then the other family members, like if this is your family, then the other family members are kind of like, but wait. Because the collective seems to be doing really well and they're very solid. It doesn't matter, like what I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what this person has been saying about you to your family if they've been lying. Because what they see is you're like on a different trajectory. You're happy. You're stable. You ain't fucking with none of these people. You don't care what they're doing. That's what people can see. Yeah. This is crazy. Whoever this person is, okay, I know this part ain't gonna be for everybody. If you have, and I do know a lot of readers watch my channel, so this is for my spiritual girlies and guys. If you have a spiritual platform, it's almost like this person wanted to like mimic you, because I'm telling you, it comes across like envy. The tower. Okay, it comes across like envy, because here's the thing: whatever you do. You're highly intuitive. Okay, let's start there. You're highly intuitive. There was probably a lot of time where you kept certain things to yourself, especially as it related to like the people around you, like your family and stuff. Like when you're intuitive, you tap into shit, you don't say anything because you know if you say something, it's just going to cause a whole bunch of drama. Right? But the crazy part about it is you don't do what you do. If you're a spiritualist and you have a platform and you're true to this, not new to this, you do it because of a calling. You do it because, like I said, God makes the call to everybody. Not everybody picks up, right? I'm kind of getting energy out here of somebody who is like watching you. They see what you are doing. If you got a platform and you're posting shit on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all that shit, they have the perception. It's almost like somebody here, they want to be like put on a pedestal. I can't even describe. I'm trying to explain this. This is somebody who they want to knock you off your square and basically call you a fraud, but they want to be elevated to the status that they believe that you have. So they want to be you, right? They want to be you. They done spent a lot of time trying to craft a personality that mimics or mirrors kind of like the same auric energy that you give. But I kind of feel like people are seeing that they see the difference. Literally, they can see the difference between you and this person. And I also think that this person is, whatever they're doing it to get paid. the motivation ain't even right. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I mean, it's funny because I remember for years, like, I didn't start charging for readings until like 2018. I've been reading since 2003. I didn't charge before because I always felt like, and it's funny because I've actually seen people talk about it online. I felt it was wrong to charge for the use of the gift, right? But I'm not charging you for the gift. I'm charging you for my time. My time is not free. The gift, free. like, like I'm intuitive all day long. The gift is free. My time is not. So, this person, so I'm, I do it because I'm genuinely trying to help people. I want y'all to live happy, fulfilled lives. I want to help guide you out of the murky shit. This person is doing it because they want to be celebrated and they're doing it to get paid. This person is not do this. I'm telling you, this person does not align with God. I don't know where they getting their messages from, but it ain't God. They doing it for the money. Yep. And so I do see efforts here. Like, they've been telling lies about you because they're trying. Yeah, look at that. And you're still protected, baby. It's funny because I think I started a thought yesterday and it didn't dawn on me until this morning that I didn't actually finish the thought last night. So this is the energy of somebody wanting to lie in order to have people look at you funny, not patronize you, whatever you like, they don't want folks to patronize you. They don't want folks showing you love. They want to slow you down in such a way because all of this was orchestrated. So let me tell lies so that you can't, because you out here and you're doing your thing and you're damn good at it. Let me make conditions, let me spread lies so that you don't make no money and that you become unstable and all the shit and that you can't actually work and you don't move forward. You don't you don't get started on a new cycle or whatever, right? All of the energy and the effort that they've been putting in to like slow you down and like defame you, it's giving you more energy and power because they're focusing on you, not themselves. And you know what's crazy? They're going around telling lies and shit. All you have to do, I said it down here, I was like, all you would have to do is just speak a truth. Because part of you being intuitive, you have held back a lot. That's what people don't understand. You've probably given folks prophetic words and just made it casual, so it wouldn't be weird. And folks would be looking at you, even then when you weren't trying to make it weird, folks made it weird because like, how do you know that? And how, whatever. And they would dismiss whatever you had to say. But if you came real and raw with what you know, people would distance, and they probably initially started doing that. If people started distancing themselves from you, it's because they were aware that you could see them. And imagine being seen is very uncomfortable if they're not really trying to be. And this whole row right here, somebody here has been trying to knock you off your square and they've been waiting for you to get knocked off your square. But folks are actually celebrating you because, baby, when I say you know way more than you know, you know way more. You know way more than you let on. You know way more than you would let on. I love the fact that you're so grounded. I'm telling you, all you have to do, the truth, baby, the truth will set you free. This person has been telling lies to keep you, like, they're just, the main purpose, I think, is honestly, it's arrogance, and then thinking that they could control the outcome, that they had control over this entire situation. But the truth is coming out, or it is being illuminated, who the real MVP is. And it ain't them. Boop. Yep, and then people start moving away from, because folks have been listening to, following this person. Yep, letting it all go. They will be alleviated from their post. And if they've been trying to get you removed from your post, like, I'm just seeing it, like, they're just now it's kind of like they're in regret for all the lies that they've been telling, because the truth is coming out and they can't really do nothing about that. They can't do anything about it. That's funny. What did I said it last night. Like, all the things that they wanted for the collective is what's collectively happening to all of the people that have been involved. Folks are like losing their homes and losing their jobs and all of that. My husband just texted me. One of his coworkers lost their job. They got fired yesterday. And it was made official today. And he was one of the ops. So, hey, you gotta leave God's chosen ones alone. You can't just be out here fucking with people. Mind your business. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody is stressed the hell out because they ain't got a message. Baby, people can see it. Whatever these people have been pursuing, because now I'm getting an impression that there are more than one person involved. There's other people. It was just a matter of time. I'm telling you, they've been trying to, like, they've been worried about you being seen. Something about you being seen, or being seen as who you are. Not through the lens of how this person has been painting you. They're all stressed out. And if this is your energy, I feel like, and I tell this to people all the time, like, when you've got a bunch of shit on your plate, responsibilities, remember the 60-40 rule, you got a bunch of responsibilities on your plate, or people that are in your life that are just holding up space, they're taking up space. The moment you gain some clarity on who those people are or what those situations are, and you make a choice to walk away from it, in this case, walk away from your family, oh yes, you can actually see the blessing in your removing yourself. Because the longer you stayed in that environment, removing the emotional component, but looking at it objectively, the longer you stayed in this environment with those people, you were the one. And even if you tried to persist, you tried to, make it work or whatever, for whatever reason, those efforts left you always feeling like in disharmony within yourself. And part of what that was, remember what we've talked about in the last couple of weeks, that push and pull. Like you probably couldn't figure out what the hell it was, because we've been programmed to, like, this is our family, this is the family we were born into, these are your people, and you got to stick with them, right? But I think it kind of took some time, and maybe even, somebody else might have pointed it out to you. Craziest thing, I was really upset at my best friend I was about 32. And she told me how she hated the fact that every time I would, like, we would be in the presence of my mother, say she'd come over to my house and because she was always hanging out at my house or I was at her house or whatever. And she would be like, you would have these like really great ideas. And you'd be like, ooh, I was thinking about doing this, da 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 da. And she was like, and they'd be great ideas, but every time I would come up with a great idea, my mother would always shoot them down. Always. Like, no matter what it was, my mother would be like, that's stupid. Why would you do that? I wouldn't do that if I were you. Blah, 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 right? And then my friend said, she was like, and you wouldn't argue. Like, she would, you would tell what you thought, what you wanted to do, and your mom would shoot it down, and then you'd be like, okay. And then you would just drop it. She was like, I hated that shit. I hated to see you do that every time. And I was like so mad because I didn't see it at the time. Like I genuinely didn't see it. And I also think too, I was raised kind of to be a people pleaser. So if I felt like I was going to do something that displeased my mother, I would absolutely not do it or keep it from her. So not to ruffle feathers or anything like that. Yeah. That's crazy. So this almost feels like that. It's like you get some kind of information, a download or whatever that makes you open your eyes and really see these people and your interactions with them and the insistence on trying to maintain these connections. It kept bringing you disharmony. The more you tried to push forward, the more disharmony that you could feel. And so if you made a choice to back away from it, you will indeed be blessed. God will replace the things that we perceive as lost. Always. It was just a matter of time. Unfinished symphony in the reverse. Symphony is done. This is done. Yeah. I said it before these cards even came out. And there's also an expectation. There had been something. Now this also relates to soulmate relationships. Of course, soulmates aren't always romantic in nature, but it's the same thing. If there's a soulmate connection that you had really been trying to push forward, you were really trying to stick it out. It did nothing but disrupt your peace. You needed to see the real to obtain the blessings and be done with it and just walk away. You attempting to conform to the conditions of other people's expectations is what was leaving you feeling like that. So you had to make a decision to stop putting in effort, especially if the other people were giving nothing. If they were throwing crumbs at you, you just needed to walk away. No apologies. Fucking apologies. Y'all need to apologize for treating the collective crazy. You know? And the other thing too, if you're spiritual, that's the other thing. Remember I said they're doing whatever they're doing. If they're trying to piggyback off of whatever you're doing, they're doing it for money. And you do it just for the, you just want to help. You just want to help. And that's the other thing too. If you are spiritually inclined, the other reason why they wanted to keep you close is because they were trying to figure out a way to capitalize off of your skill. I don't like that either. Not for you. These people are not your people. They're not your people. They're not your people. They're not in alignment. You conforming to that family dynamic or what they want, they're not your people. Yes, God was leading you away. God wanted you to stop giving to it. God was waiting for you. You had to stop giving to it. I love it. You may have even asked God to kind of like, because usually when things are kind of up in the air, when things feel really tense for me, instead of being like, boo-hoo, poor me, victim, why is life happening to me? I always pause, and I think I've done this probably for at least the last 6-7 years. I always pause and ask, what am I supposed to be learning right now? Like, I'm experiencing this weird shit. I know it's not for nothing. I might be really uncomfortable. God, show me what it is I need to learn right now. What are you trying to show me? What are you trying to teach me? I always ask, what are you trying to show me? Because I'm not just going to sit around and be like, I'm a victim of circumstance and blah, blah, blah. No, because 9 times out of 10, if your life is doing some weird shit and you got some weird shit going on, it might be a byproduct of some of the decisions that you've made, and sometimes, it happens. You make weird ass decisions and it takes you way off course, and God tries to redirect you by planting little seeds along the way of trying to get you to go back onto the path that you came from. God just was waiting for you to come to the realization that it was time for you to go. How long are you going to stay here? How long are you going to let them keep doing this to you? And they took advantage. This was pissing me off because they took advantage of the kindness and the goodness of your heart. They took full advantage of it because they knew you were a loving person. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right. Oh, Lord. 12 notifications. Child, I don't like seeing all these numbers on my... And it's out of one single group chat. Like, I don't like seeing... I don't even... One of my girlfriends, she sends a text this morning and she's like, hey, T.I. is going to be at the Improv tonight in Ontario. Do you want to go see him with me? $60 in the VIP section. Listen, T.I. as a comedian, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. He ain't funny. You are protected by your peers and your community. It's the end of the road for somebody. They knew the truth the whole time. Somebody is a traitor within a soul contract. The month of March may be significant. Could be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries. You don't deserve it. Chosen. You're a chosen one. There's somebody here who doesn't believe that you deserve to be a chosen one. They're just salty. Your ancestors are protecting you. The month of July may be of significance. Could be dealing with a Cancer or a Leo. September could be a month of significance. Could be dealing with a Virgo or a Libra. Return to sender. We love it. A Capricorn may also be significant. Also an Aquarius. Child, if every sign of my ops ain't out here already. Cancer. My cards don't lie. I might be a little early, but they don't lie. Someone has a sex addiction. Someone stalks your socials 24/7. It's either the Cancer, the Leo, the Virgo, or a Libra. You have humbled everyone. Someone is cyber stalking. See? Someone's been trying to affect your solar plexus chakra. Return to sender. You're uninterested in a new start. Somebody's dealing with an emotional imbalance. They can't control their emotions. A mother figure. All is not what it seems. The month of May could be of significance. Could be dealing with a Taurus or a Gemini. Your neighbors may be of significance. Divine timing is at play. There's too much time being focused on things that need to be released. I don't think that's yours. You're releasing mental burdens for good. A Virgo may be significant. You have jealous siblings or cousins. Financial gain. Someone doesn't know how to commit. Someone's immature and stuck in the past, afraid of being exposed and afraid of losing you. And Aries could be of significance. Someone is afraid of getting caught. Someone thinks they're above the law, legal and spiritual. Spirit tested them and they failed. Someone may be claiming you're an unfit mother or they are an unfit mother. Archangel Chamuel is out here for unconditional love and adoration, non-judgmental love. And their unstable behavior is being seen. Bottom of the deck, somebody regrets getting involved. It's a little too late for that. It's a little too late for that. It's too late for that. You regret getting involved. Shouldn't have got your ass involved in the first place. Right? All right. Probable. Home change is probable. So somebody may have to move. Somebody will make it right. Considering options to make something right. Soulmate. They are checking your social media. Someone's going to contact you. Someone has a wandering eye. 1111. 515. 711. Or 117. 311. Seek expert help. Someone likes you romantically. Don't settle. Someone regrets their choices. They want to have a phone conversation. Someone has sexual desires. Somebody's checking your social media. They have sexual desires, wish to have a phone conversation, but they're dealing with stress and anxiety. They want to contact you, but there's communication problems. You're on a spiritual path. Forgiveness. Remember, it's for you, not for them. Wait. I like this. Someone will make it right. Don't settle. Wait. Someone has concerns about money. Will be in a committed couple. Having sex. Will be in a committed couple having sex. Marriage is in the cards for you. Secrets. Bottom of the deck. Texting. Okay. Let's see. 555 1111 122 1414 is out here again. 88 Okay. Let's see. I have January the 1st, January the 2nd and 3rd, January 7th, January 14th. Oh, January 1st, 2nd and 3rd, January 7th, January 10th, 14th and 16th. Then I have February. Ooh, I have a lot of dates in February. I have February the 1st, February the 3rd, February the 8th, 9th, 10th, February the 12th, February the 14th, February the 15th, February the 16th. I have March 1st and 2nd. March 14th is out here twice. March 15th. I have no dates in April, but I have May the 7th, May 7th, 8th, and 9th, May 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. Okay, no dates in June. July 1st, 10th, and 16th. July 5th, 8th, 11th, and 13th. August, I have a few dates in August. I have August the 2nd, August the 9th, August the 10th, August the 14th and 16th. And on the other side, I have August the 5th out here twice, August the 7th, August the 9th, and August the 13th. September the 2nd, September the 8th, September the 10th, September the 14th, September the 16th. On the other side, I have September the 5th out here twice, September the 8th, September 13th, and 15th. October the 2nd, October the 2nd, October the 1st and 2nd. October 2nd's out here twice. October the 7th, October the 8th, October the 9th, October the 12th, October the 14th, and October the 16th. October 14th is out here twice, October 16th is out here twice. November. Okay, I have November the 5th, November the 7th, November the 13th, 14th, and 15th. And I have no dates in December. Alright, let's do the dice and then I will wrap. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload new videos. Hype your girl up, whatever the hype is. I don't even know what that is, child. Hype your girl up. If there's a button for that, push it. Alright, so this is the South Node. This is the Moon. So we have the South Node out here twice. The South Node is currently in Virgo. And the Moon. Then we have the 7th house, 6th house, 7th house, 10th house. 6th house, daily routines, your coworkers, your health, acts of service. 7th house is your relationships and partnerships. The 10th house is your reputation. Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Pisces. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonate for you, gave you clarity or confirmation of your own story, give the video a thumbs up so that we can circulate into the algorithm and get in front of the eyes that need to see us the most. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below. Go straight to my website, EnlightenedAuntie.com, and book a session with me. I'm always available. November, I think I only have a couple of days. I think I might only have next week still open. I think, because I know the whole last week of November is booked out. So if you want to get in the rest of this, if you're trying to get in this month, I would say get in as soon as you can. Otherwise, you're gonna have to wait till December. The books are open for the 12-month, 6-month, and the 12-month predictions. So if you're interested in that, I also have those available. Get in where you fit in, because towards the end of the year it starts getting really crazy. And I do those in limited because it gets crazy. all right. I love you guys. Maybe I'll come back. I'm trying to figure, because I don't know what I'm doing tonight, and I don't know if we going out because it's raining, and I ain't really trying to be out in the rain like that. So if we don't go out tonight, I will definitely come back and do another live. I think I might want to do another live versus going back and doing another video. So we'll see. And I don't have classes this weekend, so I got time. So maybe I will come back over the weekend too. But I hope everybody is doing good and having an amazing day, whenever you happen to catch this. Have an amazing weekend, and hopefully I will see y'all back here a little bit later. All right, take care. I love you.